For some, service is a lifetime commitment. CBS's Steve Hartman with a case in point on the road.
If anyone has earned a coffee break, it's 63-year-old Mike Mason of Midlothian, Virginia. Mike served his country, first as a captain in the Marines.
Mike Mason from the FBI.
And later as the number 4 man at the FBI.
Good afternoon.
Mike left the Bureau in 2007, went on to work as an executive at a Fortune 500 company, and then the chief operating officer of this rocking chair. But Mike says retirement did not sit well with him.
I still had a mind, and I still had things I thought I was capable of doing.
But if Mike was going to start a new chapter, he knew it would have to be something really important, a job with a big payout, worthy of his time. So in the end, the choice was clear.
How you doing?
Hi.
From top of the FBI
Doing great.
to head of the BUS, Mike Mason may be the most overqualified school bus driver in America.
When I gave them my resume, I actually got called by a very senior person in the county, and he said, just checking.
Did you mean to apply for this job?
Why do you want to be a bus driver? And I told him.
Mike had heard the Chesterfield County Public School District was down 125 drivers, part of a national crisis. In fact, more than half the school districts in America are reporting severe driver shortages. So Mike stepped up and went all in. I mean, this guy actually waxes his bus.
Why? Because it's just how I roll.
This is the Marines coming back.
It is. But I think this is important work. I do.
Do you sincerely believe that what you're doing today is as important as what you were doing at the FBI?
I do. I think in our society, we need to get next to the idea that there are no unimportant jobs. I mean, what could be more important than the attention we pay to our education system?
So you continue to advance in your career?
That's exactly right. I'm paid a lot less, but I continue to advance in my career. Yes, indeed.
As for the salary, Mike says he already donated all of what he expects to make this year, more than $30,000 to various charities. But of course, the much bigger gift is far less tangible. Mike Mason had climbed to the highest level,
According to the indictment,
but by stepping back down to the bottom rung, he is giving us the greatest leadership of all. Leadership by example.
All right, see you later.
Steve Hartman, on the road in Midlothian, Virginia.
Finally tonight, a perfect retirement gift for someone who served their community for more than 3 decades. Not a gold watch or golf clubs, gratitude. Here's Steve Hartman on the road.
Folks in Demorest, New Jersey packed into a local restaurant recently, all of them wanting a picture, or better yet, a hug, from Joe DiTore.
Take care of yourself.
Because for the past 33 years, Joe has really delivered for the people in this community. I mean, he has really delivered. But now Joe the mailman is retiring, and oh, how he will be missed.
Joe knows about when I've had medical issues.
He knows if I've left my garage door open at the wrong time.
If he sees something wrong, he'll call you, text you.
I would seriously list him as an emergency contact.
Before becoming a mailman in 1992, Joe owned a small business, painting houses. And although he loved helping people, he hated charging them. So he found a job where he could still be the person he wanted to be, just for free.
I always tell people I'm around if you need me.
People need like help with a little errand?
If it's in town, yeah, I mean.
But beyond being a helpful hand and watchful eye, Joe has been a real source of comfort for many in Demorest, like Erin Kitsey. When Erin's beloved dog Cooper died, she told Joe first, and then he gifted her this bracelet with her dog's name on it.
I love my dad, but like if I honestly sort of like see him like a father figure.
Layla, what's up, puppy?
And for all those years of seemingly small acts of kindness.
Oh.
I'm gonna miss you so much.
I'm gonna miss you
I think
too.
Layla's gonna miss you.
Residents wanted to make sure Joe knew just how much it truly meant.
He just genuinely cares.
And in response, we care for him.
He doesn't know how to be any other way.
I hope that I can come by and check in on everybody occasionally.
So you're still gonna do the route basically and
Oh
visit
my God,
people.
I'm not. I have to, I can't just say goodbye.
Just won't have the mail with you.
Exactly,
Because when you care that deeply, people often respond in kind.
They say you get back what you give, but in my case, I received it tenfold. I will miss you. What did Becky say?
Handle with care, a motto for packages and people. Steve Hartman, on the road in Demarest, New Jersey.
Finally tonight, a story about a man's desperate choice, a Texas fire department, and the 2 lives that got a second chance. Here's Steve Hartman on the road.
Fire Station 8 in Fort Worth, Texas, is what they call a safe baby site, a place where desperate parents can leave a baby they're unable to care for. It happened earlier this month. A little one left right at the base of that flagpole. There was also a note that read in part, "His name is Jake. If you really care about helping babies, please help my baby." Fire Captain Jason Bryant. What kind of condition was he in?
You could tell he's been loved, super healthy, super strong, until he hadn't missed a meal.
Jake had been living with a homeless man named Tom Miner. Tom became homeless a couple years ago after his landlord told him he couldn't keep the dog. So both lived here until that day at the fire station when Tom gave up his dog, begrudgingly.
I live with that every day. It is the hands down hardest decision I ever made.
You thought he deserved a better life?
Yes.
What was it like to walk away from him?
I ran. I couldn't look back.
But Tom says there is a bright side. Jake now has a great home. The guys at the station are keeping him. Yeah. And Tom has a new place too.
This is my home, and there ain't no place like home.
The fire department got a local business to donate a camper. They're also providing supplies, arranging for him to see a dentist, doing everything they can to make sure Tom gets back on his feet. And when that day comes,
that was the last one I took.
They plan to fix the hole in his heart as well.
My baby.
By giving him back his dog.
One day, he's coming home.
If we could hand Jake back over to Tom, I think that's the happy ending everybody wants.
How are you going to be with that?
Well, I think there'll be 30 grown men bawling, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Perhaps mutual custody would be in order. Regardless, the department would like me to stress that this was a one-time thing. They can't have people just dropping off dogs. But in this exception, there is a rule that whenever you put the needs of another above your own, there's a very good chance that everyone will win. Steve Hartman, on the road in Fort Worth, Texas.
Finally tonight, what do you do when everyone around you thinks you're perfect for one thing, but in your heart you know you're meant for something else? Here's Steve Hartman on the road.
I'm gonna be taller than you.
Either I got left in the dryer too long, or that guy is big.
So you grew 7 inches in 1 year.
One summer.
One summer.
One summer.
As we first reported last year, 7'3" Jordan Wilmore has always had lofty goals that he kept mostly to himself.
It was hard for me to share like my dreams or the stuff I wanted to do growing up because it was, you just got to focus on basketball because it can make you millions.
And so for years he did focus on basketball, played in college and the pros overseas, just like friends and family had always insisted.
Ever since he first hit his head on a door jamb, people have been telling Jordan he should play professional basketball. But other people can't dictate your dreams. And basketball was never his passion.
I mean, I've always liked to help other people. That's just who I am. I just will do anything to help out whoever I can. There was nothing really else I wanted to do.
Which is how Jordan became America's tallest police recruit. His dream was to work in Kemah, Texas, where Chief Raymond Garvey was already preparing for his arrival.
Hopefully it fits.
Scouring the country for a uniform big enough
and a cruiser that won't crush him.
Knees are touching the dash. It's very, very tight.
But Chief Garavay says he's willing to make any accommodation necessary for an officer this dedicated.
If you got a phone call tomorrow, the NBA, $1 million, or stay here and be a cop in Texas.
Stay here.
You want to think about it?
No, I'll stay here.
After we first told this story, Jordan took the police exam and failed by just 1 point. Fortunately, Shaquille O'Neal saw our story, flew to see him, and offered to pay Jordan's expenses for a few months so he could fully focus on retaking the exam.
I'm gonna be on you, brother. Make sure you get it done. Yes, sir.
It helped. Jordan passed, and just last week
Here we go.
was sworn in,
Hi, Jordan Wilmore.
much to the delight of his new boss.
He truly wants to make a difference. I'm proud that he chose the thin blue line. I am.
Devotion to community. It makes you stand tall, no matter what your height. Steve Hartman, on the road in Kemah, Texas. Gene Eister is a retired police lieutenant in South Bend, Indiana, and he says he can't drive past this apartment complex without reliving that day.
That was one of the strangest calls I think I've ever had. We have a found baby in a box. Yeah, you always wonder, what happened.
As we first reported last year, Gene found a newborn abandoned in a common hallway. It was 25 years ago, just before Christmas. And for Gene, the case of that baby boy Doe, swaddled in cardboard and blankets, didn't end after the child got to the hospital.
No, I went back with a teddy bear. Just a symbol. Let everyone that walked past know that he was cared about.
And you never forgot.
Nope. None of it.
For more than 2 decades, he wondered what became of this boy. Unfortunately, records were sealed, so there was no way to find out.
Until Gene got a phone call from a fellow officer. Guy said, remember that case, the baby left in the cardboard box? Well, you're not going to believe this.
And I thought, well, what? And he says, he's sitting next to me. I said, he's what? He's my rookie.
Meet Officer Matthew Hegedus Stewart. After his rescue, Matt was placed for adoption. He always knew he'd been left in a box, but only connected the dots to Gene after joining the department. Today, he wears the same uniform Gene did and patrols the exact same neighborhood.
Full circle moment. That hit home. I can only imagine from his point of view.
What it means?
Yeah.
He really can't imagine.
How you been? Good, how are you?
Because what to Matt may feel like coincidence, to Gene feels divined. Their reunion, this new friendship, it all happened just a few months after Gene's only son, Nick, died unexpectedly at the age of 36.
So the timing couldn't have been any better to help fill a void that I've had to deal with.
It's been more than a year now since we first told this story. The two remain close, and Matt is now a father himself. His boy, August, was born last summer. And guess who brought him that teddy bear? Circle complete. Steve Hartman, on the road, in South Bend, Indiana.
Sometimes a small act of kindness can have enormous impact. Steve Hartman found an example on the road.
Amazing grace, how sweet.
After a Richmond, Indiana police officer was shot in the line of duty days before her wedding, the whole community grieved deeply. 28-year-old officer Sierra Burton was beloved. So the idea that anything good could ever come from her passing was unimaginable until one day a stranger walked into the department. He held in his hand a white envelope, and inside, a sliver of hope. To information clerk Charlotte Jones, the man appeared to be homeless.
And I told him, I said, this is like the most amazing gift that we have gotten.
Inside the envelope, 8 crumpled up $1 bills and a note that read, "People from the street." He accepted a hug, but insisted on no other recognition.
The man didn't give his name, but he said Officer Burton was kind and would often check in on the homeless. So he took up a collection and got donations from people on the street, people with virtually nothing to give.
They gave that knowing they don't know if they're going to have another dollar tomorrow.
Richmond Police Lieutenant Donnie Benedict.
That is as genuine as you're going to get. I mean, that $8 was like $8 million.
We'll never know exactly who all gave or why. Those answers are hiding beneath the brush and underpasses of Richmond. But by all accounts, Sierra Burton was generous and fair, with a face that always defaulted to a smile.
Does it surprise you at all that
Absolutely
people
not.
on the street?
Not at all. Not with her, no.
Officer Amy Miller was Sierra's stepmom.
What do you hope comes from all this?
People don't forget who she was. And this is part of who she was.
In Sierra's honor, donations for the homeless are already pouring in. But for the department, the greatest gift will always be that simple white envelope.
There's hope out there. There are people out there who will give everything.
Both those in the line of duty and those they serve. Steve Hartman, On the Road, in Richmond, Indiana. If there was ever an election in this country for kindest American, the people of Galveston, Indiana know who they'd nominate.
Because I think he's out there to help everybody.
That's what he's known for.
He just always has been.
It's the cloth he's cut from.
Just a special guy, very special guy.
So who is this great humanitarian who lifts up the people of Galveston? The same man who puts them down. Meet 89-year-old gravedigger Alan McCloskey. Alan has been at this job since 1952 and refuses to retire because he says a new gravedigger might not square the corners as precisely, might not care as deeply for all those loving souls.
Yeah, people that have went to school with and worked with.
What was your hardest one?
My wife.
How'd you get through that?
I figured she'd want me to do it.
Alan and Barbara had 3 kids, but his definition of family extends well beyond blood, which may explain why a good chunk of the town gathered recently for what Alan thought was someone else's birthday party, but was really a celebration of him. At the party, he got an official Guinness World Record for longest career as a gravedigger, 70 years and counting. But more importantly, he was recognized for the thousands of odd jobs he's done for people. It's his side hustle, but with a twist.
We'd ask Alan for a bill, and he wouldn't give us a bill.
Never get a bill. I'll send you a bill.
He said, I'll just catch up with you later.
And then
Later never came.
you never hear anything more about it.
It was the running joke at his party.
Anybody in here still waiting on him to send you a bill for work that he did?
I did ask Alan about this.
They say they can't get a bill from you.
Oh.
But all I got was a hearty laugh. Alan McCloskey, unassuming by profession and persona, but also a bold beacon for anyone in search of meaning.
Alan has figured out what life is about. It's not the money that makes him happy. I truly believe Alan has figured out where enough is at. He's found enough.
And strange thing about finding enough, you often end up with more than enough. Steve Hartman, On the Road, in Galveston, Indiana.
Let's face it, you never know what will happen when the phone rings at the police station. This time it led to an unexpected journey. Here's Steve Hartman, On the Road.
A lot of police officers go above and beyond. Playing basketball with kids, mowing grass for seniors. We see examples on the news all the time. But few officers have gone further out of their way than Sergeant Jeff Turney of the Glendale, Arizona Police Department. It started with this call to dispatch.
I have a 94-year-old father. He's loaded up a trailer and thinks he can drive his vehicle in the trailer to Florida, and I'd like to have somebody talk to him if they could.
Yeah. Police responded to the home of Howard Benson.
What can I do for you? Your family's concerned about you.
Walked in the door and I saw him sitting there, and I said, we're not going to talk any sense into this guy.
Where are you moving to? Florida.
There was no stopping him.
I had my mind made up. I was going to do it.
Never mind that Howard has no business behind the wheel of anything other than his power chair. He was going to tow a trailer 2,200 miles to his new assisted living facility in Fort Myers. Of course, his kids, who all live out of town, were insisting he fly and just ship his stuff.
That's right.
How come you didn't listen to any of them?
I'm stubborn.
Howard was going to Florida. And when Sergeant Turney realized there was no talking sense into this guy, he decided to do something equally irrational.
He wants to take this table with him, so...
He started by coming over after work to pack up that trailer. And when Howard asked if this meant Jeff was also going to find someone to drive him to Florida,
I said, no, Howard, I don't think I can get anybody to go with you, but how about I drive you?
The next day, they were off.
All right, you ready?
Yep.
Jeff requested vacation time to do this. And along the way, they talked about everything.
Japanese soldiers.
From Howard's service in the Navy during World War II to his anxiety about moving into assisted living.
I hope that all the people that I meet there are nice people.
When they arrived 4 days later,
nice and slow,
Sergeant Turney said he would stay until Howard felt comfortable in his new surroundings.
You got her, buddy.
You in the Navy?
Yeah.
Wow. You look so good.
Oh, thank you.
And he's fine. All thanks to the police officer who went way out of his way.
As an officer, you're only expected to do so much.
As a person, though, you got to step up.
I've never seen a person so dedicated to helping people in my life. I can't thank that gentleman enough.
America can't thank both gentlemen enough. Steve Hartman, on the road in Fort Myers.
That is so true. A reminder, our veterans never stop serving.
On quiet days, which they all are now, retired high school music teacher Robert Moore likes to pore over the list, the names of all 900 of his former students.
1966 to 1996.
30 years directing one of the greatest high school choral groups in the country, the Ponca City Chorale of Ponca City, Oklahoma. What he wouldn't give to relive those times.
Wouldn't it be great to get those kids back together?
But there's no way that could happen.
Nah.
Actually, I was playing dumb. There is very much a way, and it was already in the works.
But it would be fun.
Unbeknownst to Mr. Moore, for the past year, a small group of students have been plotting a surprise. They lured him out to the country and then hit him with the greatest gift a teacher can receive.
My gosh.
From across America and 3 foreign countries, Robert Moore's former students returned.
Julie.
Nearly 300 of them.
Oh, good to see you.
All here to tell Mr. Moore the huge difference he made in their lives.
Good to see you.
Many went into education.
You're the reason, sir, I'm teaching right now.
Many more pursued music.
Had a 25-year career singing with the LA Opera and all around the country, and it wouldn't have happened without you.
Just a man who touched so many lives.
Helped turn my life around.
Not real sure where I'd be without him.
To repay their debt of gratitude, the students rented out the old Poncan Theater and put on one last show for their mentor. Their harmonic voices and their cumulative success are no doubt a testament to what a good teacher can accomplish in a career. And I say good teacher, which isn't always the same as a likable teacher.
Discipline was huge.
Lots and lots of discipline.
He was not warm and fuzzy, not at all.
Not a lot of hugging, not a lot of affection.
But if you got a little smile from him,
half of a grin from him,
that was gold.
And on this night, they definitely hit gold.
No man deserves this.
Tough teachers often go unappreciated for years. But if they're great, eventually the thanks do come thundering, giving the teacher an opportunity at last.
I loved you then.
To show his students how he felt all along.
And I love you now. Thank you.
Steve Hartman, on the road in Ponca City, Oklahoma. Here we are, just 2 seconds into this story, and some of you may have already made some assumptions about our subject, Maury Forrester. But the students here at Coulter Grove Intermediate School near Knoxville, Tennessee, say be wary of that first impression.
Hey guys. You never know what people have done.
I was surprised. It makes you wonder, like, how did he get here?
Liftoff. We have a liftoff.
77-year-old Maury Forrester was part of the team that helped put a man on the moon.
0-0.
During the Saturn and Apollo programs, he worked for a subcontractor that designed crucial launch components.
0. Your go.
I look at it now, I'm amazed that it happened. It was so complex and so involved. There were so many people.
His certificates and awards could fill a corner office. And yet here he is in a broom closet, a highly trained electromechanical designer on the business end of a mop.
In 2014, Maury suffered a stroke, or something like it. Doctors aren't quite sure, but the result was clear: a major loss of cognitive function. Maury says it was humbling and humiliating, but he knew if he wanted to keep on living, he had to keep on working.
He originally took this job solely for the exercise, but over the last few months, he has become an integral part of this school community.
I just love it. They're happy to see me, and I'm happy to see them. Thank you. I've gotten to care very much for them. Thank you, guys.
And the students clearly feel the same. In fact, Maury says they even say, "I love you."
Yeah. Just hearing that makes all the difference to me.
And nobody ever said that at NASA?
No, not that I can remember.
Which leads me to the most astonishing part of this story.
Oh, gosh.
After that, I asked Maury,
hey guys,
what if by some miracle he got his mind back and could go back to his old job? There was no hesitation.
Yeah, I can't say that. I'm going to give this up. I'm good. How are you?
Some people never figure out the key to a successful career. But Maury shows it's not rocket science. Steve Hartman, on the road, near Knoxville, Tennessee.